So, Maxxxine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that correct? I'm curious, did you always want to be in that line of work?
I always wanted to be famous.
If you need to read off the sides we gave you, just go ahead, all right?
I know the lines.
She turns to the camera and, through her trauma, addresses the lens directly.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
Maxxxine fucking Minx.
I don't like walking out here with that freaking Night Stalker guy on the loose.
The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker?
Night Stalker.
Is terrorizing Los Angeles.
I can handle myself.
So said every dead girl in Hollywood.
Maxxxine, I'm the private detective. I had to find you. My employer is a very powerful man. The past ain't finished with you. It's gonna keep knocking at your door.
Tragically, another victim of the Night Stalker.
If I knew 3 people who were murdered in 3 days, I'd be pretty scared. What are you hiding, Maxxxine?
If I tell you something, we've got confidentiality.
What'd you do?
This is the defining role of your career. Whatever's going on in your life that's interfering with this picture, squash it.
I intend to.
Maxxxine.
Maxxxine.
You're a fucking movie star.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Izzy Reaction. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming horror film Maxxxine. So, and it's spelled in a unique way. Maxxxine is spelled with 3 X's because this is the third film in the Pearl and X series from A24 Films, and I have talked about them immensely on the channel, and man, I cannot wait for this. I'm such a big fan of Pearl and X and Max, and I'm really looking forward to Maxxxine. So a little bit of a backstory on the 2 films before you go to see this one. I highly suggest you definitely go watch the first 2 films. Watch X, which is the first film, and then watch Pearl, which is the second and prequel film to X, and then definitely check out Maxxxine. So Pearl, it centers around a group of the first film centers around a group of teenagers looking to make a pornographic film, but they get stuck on this elderly couple's rural farm, and all hell breaks loose. So Mia Goth, who plays both Maxxxine and Pearl, and like I said, we'll get back to her later. In the sequel is basically Pearl's origin story. So Pearl is the elderly lady that Mia Goth plays, and then Maxxxine is the kind of younger version. Maxxxine is kind of a younger character that she plays. Basically, she's looking for her big break in any way that she can get it. So in X, in Pearl, it kind of tells the origin story of the grandmother that Mia Goth plays, and she's trying to care for her ailing father under the watchful eye of her mother, but she's trying to, what do you call it? Basically, her her lust to get away from her mother and do what she wants to do, collide with having to care for her ailing father, and kind of a psychological battle ensues there. And then with this new one, Maxxine. So this new one that that's coming out July 5th is set in the 1980s, and Maxxine is a pornographic actress who finally gets her big break. But when a serial killer named the Night Stalker starts to like kill all the famous people around her, a dark secret threatens to expose her sinister past, man. So, past, I should say. So, what do you call it, man? This is it looks very, very gory, and is definitely has the tone of the first two films that we just talked about. And I'm looking forward to it, man. So again, this is keeping with the theme of summer horror. I've talked about A Quiet Place day one on this channel. As we talked about yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, Tuesday. Speak No Evil. And a ton of horror films that are coming out in the summer and spring, rather than Halloween and Thanksgiving, where most traditional horror movies usually come out. These are coming out in the summer. So and this is gonna be one hell of a way to start your July 4th weekend. You got Deadpool and Wolverine Memorial Day weekend, and also Kingdom of Planet of the Apes Memorial Day weekend, and this is gonna definitely kick off your July 4th weekend with a bang as you go watch Maxxine. I'm super excited. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of both the previous movies, and a fan of A24. They're slowly becoming like my favorite film company. Yeah, so definitely check it out. Maxxine is in theaters July 5th, and can't wait. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of Izzy Reacts. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I, of course, will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.